This is about memories, tradition. They dive in how they prepare the whistle dog, the moment that they found out that this item was discontinued, how they made petitions, rapped about it, and in the end, they give each of these characters, if you will, a moment to finally have the whistle dog once again. Something that they've essentially been wanting for years. It's a moment that you get to sit down and have with each of them. Food is a form of happiness, and I think the music video ending was a fun watch during the credit sequence. It was kind of a creative way to ultimately showcase and market the A&W restaurant.
This documentary was hilarious and so earnest and just so wholesome. And the best part was when they actually got to have this elusive, infamous whistle dog that they have been just like dreaming about for so long. And then getting to watch that, like the joy on their face, the slow mo, the like bite and smile was just so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, like this is the perfect ending. Um, so it brought me so much joy and delight when I saw, I was like, if they're going to be bringing it back, even for a limited time, maybe I can catch it. When was this posted? I was like, this a month ago. Unfortunately, it seems that I missed the window. It was for last year. But listen, I'm team bring back the whistle dog again because I need to try this. This was a fantastic piece. Had me locked in, engaged the entire time, and I got to learn about some A&W lore that I had never heard of. I'm like gonna go text all my friends and be like, "Do you remember this? Was this a thing for you?" Because it sounds delicious.
This documentary lets you meet the fans behind the movement that convinced AW to bring back this long lost cult, basically menu item for a while. And I did not fully understand dedication, I think, until I watched this documentary. Wow. um, the Whistle Dog Rat video, quite impressive. Quite impressed with that. And I don't even eat hot dogs, but this documentary made me want one. And frankly, this is an ad campaign. So I think that it did eventually go out of stock again, and they only brought it back temporarily. But to me, these things sell themselves. This documentary is the ad campaign. You should hire each one of them immediately. And the moment that they eat it and we see the reactions, it's such a priceless touch, because it's like watching a commercial. The joy from eating this hot dog, and you're getting the company point of view, which counters with the fans' point of view, is really well rounded in the sense that you have the people on this side who are like, I mean, what's the big deal? It's just a hot dog. And why are you tweeting me so much about it? And you have the ones over here, they're like, bring back the hot dog, hashtag hope the relish.
I thought the shots, the cinematography was A1, S tier. Great interview shots, great B-roll. Like stand out exceptionally, remarkably good cinematography. I thought that subject matter was interesting. I never even heard of the Whistle Dog. I'm from Texas. You feel me? I'm from Texas. We don't have A&W like that for real. We have some, but not for real for real. I never even heard of a Whistle Dog. It looks good. I want to try it. But I do like the populism of the people versus the corporations. I think that's a great area for a documentary, and to do it in a fun way about like a whistle dog.
It was set up really well. It finished really well. I loved the visuals. I love the interviews, and each person had their own little stories. I love the guy who did the rap, and you don't really know who he is quite in the beginning, but that you flesh out his story later. I liked that style, and I liked how everything was set up. The scene placement and everything was, to me, really well done. Love the explanation of what it was in the beginning. I love it when a documentary starts off with kind of a setup of what we're getting into. And I love the explanation of exactly what the hot dog was. Great visual on like the cooking of the hot dogs. I like the visual of the hot dog coming up in the background with all the like starry stuff in the back. To me, that was a great effect. It was just such a fun documentary.
We need these kind of documentaries sometimes. We need to think about something else, something that's part of our everyday life. I think it was really funny and really enjoyable. At the same time, I really liked always the attention to detail. It's just a hot dog, some people would say, but for some other people, it's actually the hot dog. You know, it's something that you can't live without. You know, it's like when you go out on breakfast and you need your coffee. You know, for other people, when you go to lunch or dinner, you need that hot dog, the whistle dog with a cut in the middle, this particular shape, and the bacon and the cheese. It really made me really made me hungry while I was watching it, and I think this is a good thing. Um, but overall, it was interesting. It's very simple subject that was turned into an interesting story. That's the power of this documentary. That's the power of the filmmakers behind it. So overall, it was very well done, very well shot, incredible cinematography, by the way, and fantastic soundtrack as well.
So I think the opening lines are very interesting and catch the attention of the audience. I think the story is quirky and niche. I think the story just shows how there is no story too small to make a documentary about.
It's really interesting, to see all the emotion, the memories, the rituals, the traditions that can be based around, a hot dog, um, and seeing people brought together and so devoted to it. On the surface, it's a little bit strange, but very quickly wins you over with its passion, its warmth, its humanity. But also, kind of manages to get this interesting little look into like how corporate decision making seems to be so divorced from like customer desire, and there's some interesting little kind of critique of corporate culture in there, which adds a little bit extra into it. So like, it's got quite a lot going on.